Dave is towing with Black Agatha, y'all. So her name is Black Agatha. It just sounds good and strong, okay? She's black, she's big, and she's Agatha.
So when we pick up the truck, I bought the truck. The back, we were in a hurry moving the B&W Hitch from our 2020 Ram to this Ram. I noticed that the puck system, the accessories for this, especially the ring that protects the paint and body from rusting, wasn't installed by the dealership or the factory upon delivery. So we need to install those first. Then we'll remount the whole hitch properly. We were kind of rushed, so we didn't do this in their parking lot. So all these duty rings got to get snapped into place. If they are beautiful, I guess. Now I'm not going to put the caps in, obviously, because we're going to remount. So just putting on the beauty rings. So we bought our 2020 Ram used, so we don't know exactly what it came with or didn't come with. So we're excited to see that there were 4 tire pressure monitoring system sensors with this one. So now we just need 2 more. So of course we have a toy hauler, so we have 6 wheels, not 4, on our trailer. But then we won't need our dash mount TPMS system anymore. We'll actually have the trailer tire pressure monitoring in the truck itself on the dash. Really excited about that. Hitch, while it is incredibly sturdy and I love it, it's not the easiest thing to do with one person all the time.
He's gonna do it.
But I'm gonna do it.
Watch your step.
Purposely left these closed when I'm moving it around in the locked position or the closed position, because if you leave it in the open position, then they fall back down in the rings if you make a mistake. So it's always better to leave them fully closed when you're moving it around, and then open it when you line everything back up. All right, now we have to do. Now we have to get a 15/16 wrench and adjust for the right torque tightness on each one. So as you can see, this is too loose. It's down in the hole, it's too loose, so it's spinning way underneath the lip. So we have to tighten this up until we get it where it's a snug fit. And that's about where I want it. Is don't lock this in yet. You're going to try each one of these and get them set up one at a time, and then you'll lock all 4. If not, you lock this one down, it'll pick that one up a little bit. So you just want to leave them all unlocked for now.
Got your back out.
Over. And now we'll do the same steps back 2, but you'll need to see me do all 4 of them, so cut. So now that I have all of the adjustment nuts at what I believe is the right tension, now I'll actually lock all 4 of them in place. Some may be with hand, some may be with foot, because as it starts to rock and balance itself out, as I said, you tension one down, this one comes up. So this one may be a little tight. We'll see how it works. Should go fairly well. And now we can go ahead and put in our locking clasps. Lock pins on each one so the handle doesn't open going down the road. Whatever whatever I did with all of them. And that's it, we're mounted. Now I just have to reattach the top. And, because I haven't done this in a hot minute, wait a second while I get a nitrile glove because I want to rub some grease on the top. So since I remounted it, I'm going to redo the grease on these pivot points. It's good to do it, I'd usually do it every 5 or 6 campground stays, so I'd say about every 5 or 6 weeks, maybe every 7 weeks. But since I have it off, might as well do it now. So it's just using some new grease, put on top, smear it around, show it some lubricating love. This will let the top pivot back and forth more smoothly. There's not any kind of chalking going on. But my luck with grease is usually if I touch it, then it's all over everywhere. My pants, my shirt, my hands, my hair. I'll sit on there like that. Perfect. Put these lock pins back in, but this time I'm going to wipe them off because it's getting really heavy with grease here lately. Starting to get messy. So I don't wipe them off every time, but I want to this time. And then we put these garniture pins back in on these two. This side in, this side in. And that's it, we're done. All still fairly in good grease condition from last time. I think I did the jaw, I don't know, maybe three campings. So it's all good. And we don't grease the top because we have the plate, Teflon disc that goes on the hitch, so we don't grease the top of ours. If we didn't have that, we would need to, but we don't do that. And that's it. The tool's away. We are all ready to, Black Agatha is ready to drag the Brinkley down.
Towing for the first time.
It's going well. I like the. I mean, I'm being very easy with it because we didn't have the luxury of putting some miles on the truck without towing first.
And we know we should have, so don't come for us. We know we should have gotten some miles on there, but it's how life goes.
So I'm trying to stay under 2,300 RPMs. Semis are getting upset because I'm merging onto the interstate. I'm not coming on at 65 miles an hour. I'm coming on at 40 and working my way up. But overall, ride is smooth. There's not a lot of chucking going on, but we did a little hitch maintenance before we ventured off. But overall, the ride is very smooth. It's quiet, shifting well. I do like the 8-speed transmission probably a little better.
8-speed transmission, y'all.
The primary difference is on the 6-speed, before you could get up to a place to shift, because it would drop down in RPM so low, there were some times where it would stay at a higher RPM and stay at a high or a lower gear, because if it shifted up to a higher gear, the RPM would drop down, you could start to slow down, and so it would downshift again, and there would be a lot of back and forth. So sometimes it would just stay in that lower gear at a higher RPM. This transmission, because of the adding the 2 extra speeds and changing the ratio, when it RPM, 500 RPM. So that's a smoother transition. So overall, the transmission seems to be doing well. We had a high output engine before. It's the same high output engine we have now. Black Ford Brinkley passing us by. So the engine's really no different. I don't notice anything different in that at all. We had the high output before, we have the high output now. It's just the transmission combination. So far it's smooth, so no complaints.
The infotainment system does not look red and blotchy in real life. I'll have to get a good video or a photo of it for you. It does not look like this. It's the diodes of the light flashing and something Dave said. We have the tire pressure monitoring system mounted there. We have the Furrion backup camera here, and then this huge, can't say it enough, screen for navigation. We usually use RV Life for our trips, but it's been giving a little bit of trouble, cuts in and out, sends us on some back roads that look questionable. And you know how we feel about back roads. So we have to make sure that we are double checking RV Trip Wizard with Google Maps. And today we saw that it was fairly exactly the same. So we're deciding to go with Google Maps as our navigation tool. Isis seems to be enjoying her ride. We've heard a little bit less of her, so we think what it was she just wanted a new truck. Like your new truck? Yeah? We're trying something new with this water bowl, which is super awesome. Dave bought off Amazon, and the water is not going to spill out because of the way it is designed. The water will go up the sides and drop right back down into the bowl. Not a spill yet. It's working well, but Isis wants no part of it. No part of it.
Bite to eat, and since we're on our maiden, or I guess I should say since Black Agatha is on her maiden voyage pulling the Brinkley fifth wheel, I wanted to let Steven have some drive time, first experience, because he does 50% of the driving. As y'all know, we rotate back and forth, so it's important that he feels comfortable and can give us an update on how he thinks Black Agatha is doing. The improvements, is it better, is it worse? I don't know.
It's good. I think it's, after you've pulled the fifth wheel, you feel, I've gotten it in my body, I understand how it feels, and I understand how it works, so now I get it. This is nice. It's very smooth, it's very, very chill. I feel good. Everything is pretty intuitive here as far as controls go and cruising and all that type of thing. So I'm very, very satisfied at the moment with using Black Agatha to her fullest. I love the infotainment center. It is just so large. You can see it. You're not squinting to see where you're going next. It's big.
Because on the old one, it would take and divide the map. It was always a divided screen. So if you were using navigation, it would only use, well, first it was only a 12-inch screen. Well, I say only 12-inch because, I mean, they do have them in 8.4 and 4-inch, believe it or not. But because on the 12-inch screen, they would use only the top half, you would only really have like a little 6-inch screen, which wasn't much larger than maybe an iPhone for the navigation. And then it would do your climate control or whatever, radio, Spotify, whatever you were listening to below it, because it was always divided. But in this one, it doesn't do that. So everything stays, the navigation stays the entire 14-inch screen. Well, like 13 of it. It's like an inch at the bottom of other buttons and things that you can navigate to. But overall, it shows the navigation, the whole screen, which is very nice.
And you can choose, did you already say this? I wasn't listening. You can choose to switch it and display different widgets, if you will, based on your preference. Did you say that already?
I did not.
Just made it to Jellystone, Memphis, which actually is, I guess it's changed and it's now Sun Retreats. So it's called Sun Retreats Horn Lake. Very nice place online, and so far it looks really, really nice as well. We have a red carpet pull through, so we'll see how this red carpet pull through works. So far so good. Today has been good with Black Agatha. We're doing it, and now Isis is doing the most, looking out the window, looking at the sights. We're gonna see how this pull into the site goes.